Hello YouTube fans, back again. I've not done this one and I figured what the hell. So on to the NAMS, the original, the tacit, Friday the 13th. Now I remember doing the 8th Friday the 13th and offending the 8th Friday the 13th. Why not this one? Shot in 1980, Friday the 13th. Now the deceased, as we all know, was on Southern Nam, Colin Nam, I remember his name. He worked with West Haven in Last House on the Left. That's right, he worked with him on Last House on the Left. And at that time he wanted to do more respectful stuff, you know what I mean? So he did a lot of comedies and he thought, you know, going into the 80s, let's do some comedies. It was only into the decease of Halloween he decided to go for Slasher, because Slasher at that time was getting very popular. And that's when he did Friday the 13th, and the rest is history. And you could say it was a similarities to Halloween. You've got, it starts off based in 1958, and you've got two beautiful evil being teens making out. The boy gets killed in front of you, the girl's about to get killed, it cuts away, and you've got the big iconic words, Friday the 13th, shooting out. And I love it, I just love it. Goes to the depressing era, and in all fairness, let's not forget the iconic music. Love it. Everybody remembers that iconic music. Everybody. And it was used in every Friday the 13th. A guy who was doing the sound effects at the time just tried it out. He was going to use other type of theme. And it was iconic. A lot of people remember it. Then they also remember the amazing death scenes. You know, the girl getting the throat slit. I told this is the uncut one. And let's not forget the uncut version of Friday the 13th, the iconic scene where the spear going in a very, very long Devin Beacon, the actor, Devin Beacon's neck. Now on the cut one, you just see the spear going in the neck. On the uncut one, which I've got, goes in the neck and you've got a bit more blood coming out. And there's an interesting story in this, because John Safina, the date die himself, did most effects of that era, spilt blood all over him. I think it was sheep blood, and he spilt it all over him, and he looked like something out of a fucking horror movie. He looked like something out of a fucking horror movie. Now the only thing what pissed me off is there was a snake, and the snake actually got cut to pieces for real. No special effects. I have to say it's not altogether like Cannibal Holocaust, even though it did come out the same day. But the fact they killed a snake, out of order. But nevertheless, it's still a duddon. It's still a duddon. And I do remember the actors, and this was, when you think about it, the first Halloween was more of a murder mystery. It was more of a murder mystery. It was a whodunit. Because you had Patsy Palmer. Don't know who Patsy Palmer is? Very old actress. She was in films from the 1950s to the 1960s and so on. A very respectful actress. And in all fairness, I felt sorry for Patsy Palmer, because when she did this, and after she did this, she got a lot of shit. A lot of hate letters, a lot of everything. How dare you make an horrible film like this? She's a fucking actress. I know it's a long time ago now, but she was a fucking actress. Get over it. She's only playing the part. It's called acting. Anyway, moving on from that. Yeah, Patsy Palmer was the killer. But I love her in this, you know. I love to see her. She thought like Jason's voice. Kill her, mama. Kill her. There's a bit where she asks for the door, and there's a bit where I just love her. I love the scene. She would have opened the door. I just loved it. Imagine it came out the same day as The Signing. No, 1980. Now, imagine if the scene, it would have been really iconic. She stuck her head through the door, she smiles, and she says a line, "It's Mammy." No, instead of saying it's Donna. It's not in the film. I just pictured that in my head. The scene where she smiles. Now, I do like the character also. It based, if I remember the name. Let me think. Alice. Yeah, her name was Alice. I can forget that. Yeah, Alice. You know, and I do like her in this, you know. And she was brilliant, a brilliant actress. I can remember her fucking name, which I can't at this moment in time. I do like her in this, you know. And yeah, Alice. She was brilliant. The only thing, and I mean, at the time she was making this film, she was getting some dickhead who was stalking her in real life. Lucky enough, that thing, and I always wondered if it's that line in the second one, so I wasn't in it as much. The only thing what pisses me off about the second one. But I do like it. I do like it. So it's not going to be a rant. So don't worry, people, if you love Friday the 13th Part 2. I'm only saying the only thing what peed me off is to kill fucking Harris off. That's right, they kill her off. All the shit she goes through in number fucking 1 was for fuck all. Just get a fucking ice pick slammed in her head. Just for a body doubt. And it fucking pisses me off. All the shit she went through, all her mates get fucking killed just to get a horrible death in number 2. You know what I mean? It just fucking winds me up. I mean, there's a fucking way I can make my own version of that and just cut out that scene. I fucking would, because it made everything she went through pointless. Fucking pointless. But I still like Friday the 13th Part 2 for Amy Steele. I love Amy Steele. Damn good actress. She takes the leading role in it. So I will give it that. But then Harris is dud. You know, all my mates get killed off one by one. Who the fuck is Harris? But then all my mates get killed and all gruesome deaths. The folk get slit. Devin Beacon gets the spear in his neck of the bonk in his derf end. And let's not forget the derf is bonking. Famous axe in the head. Again, Don Safimi did a brilliant job. He did it fucking mint. He did it mint. And you do get that famous jump scare ending, which, believe it or not, was inspired by Carrie. Remember Miss Carrie? The famous hand coming out of the thing and getting the dirt by the hand. There's probably other films and all the famous jump scare, but the scene where she's on the boat and you've got that nice music playing in the background, you've got the bobbies coming to toss, and then that fucking thing jumps out. And when I first saw that, I saw that mutant kid jumping out. Fucking hell, that made me jump. That made me jump out of my fucking skin. You see Hollywood? You see Hollywood? That is how you do a jump scare the right fucking way. What's Friday the 13th, people? What's it? Watch the Days Horror movies and you'll see the difference in how you do a jump scare the fucking right way. But yeah, that's what I like about it. You know what I mean? I like it. And, you know, it's a damn good film. What can I say? It's a classic. Friday the 13th. Every Friday the 13th, maybe an unlucky number, but you like a good horror, stick Friday the 13th on. And it's like the director said. Sean Cunningham wanted to make a scary film, and it did. It made bid in the pictures. Water Buffers made a big chunk, and believe it or not, even Paramount tasked in. And as the days went on, and in video was just in its heyday, they made all the rest of the sequels. I just had that idea about the lad who jumped out, and it was just a boy called Jason. No, that done it scene with Patsy Palmer gets her head cut off, which I believe she did her own hand scene. That scene, even Patsy Palmer said she probably wouldn't have done the film because she felt the sequel wasn't really needed when you found out it's fucking Jason's the killer with the hockey mask and all that, but we're getting to that with the sequels. But I like the sequels, don't get me wrong. But yeah, the idea really wasn't going to be used. Jason wasn't going to be a killer. And I do love the scenes where the Tamnasot is chasing them about before you get to the fulfillment of the killer, which for them was an idea they used in Halloween. I like that. Because to me, it always makes me feel like the Tamna Man is the killer. Think about it. The fucking Tamna Man is the killer. He's filming the shots. Toast ups here, toast ups there. You got that music. Shh, 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 ha, 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 shh, 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 ha, ha. You got that iconic fucking theme tune. I dilute it. I fucking dilute Friday the 13th. I love it that much. It's a classic. Stick it on every Friday the 13th as well as the sequels. It's a damn good one. And I do love the sequel play ending where she says, "It's too out there. It's too out there." As the opening of the second one fucks it up because they kill her off. But I still like Friday the 13th. It started it all off. It's a classic. I'm a bit more of a lover of the sequels. But for the first one, not a bad one. Until then, I'll see you later.